Alright, and welcome to the ultimate guide to isosceles triangles, level 2. Now, you're going to notice that this problem 1 looks incredibly similar to the previous problem. But let's see what is the difference. So it says, given that triangle ACB is isosceles and that AC is congruent to BC. Okay, so AC is congruent to BC, same as last time. And let's see here. That tells us that these are my base angles, and this tells me that this is my vertex angle. Remember, the vertex angle is always the angle that's in between the two congruent sides, and we want to find the measure of the vertex angle again, but this time let's see, we're given that ACB is actually A to C to B is actually this angle right here, 6x plus 18, and CBA is 9x minus 12. So notice what's different about this, instead of being given this base angle, we're now given this vertex angle. And let me show you the common mistake that a lot of students make. A lot of students will say, oh, you know what, I know the angles of a triangle add up to 180, so I can just do 9x minus 12 plus 6x minus 18 is equal to 180. However, you're making a tremendous mistake, because what you're forgetting is that there is this other angle over here. In fact, let me do this in a nice little red color. We're forgetting that this angle over here is there as well. And so what is that angle congruent to? Is it congruent to our vertex angle, or is it congruent to our other base angle? And hopefully you would say it's congruent to our other base angle. So really what we're saying is that 9x minus 12 is actually there twice, because there's two of those base angles. So this is how we set up the problem. 2 times the base angle plus the vertex angle equals 180. And at this point we can just do our algebra. 2 times 9x is 18x. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. Switch back to my orange. We have plus 6x minus 18 is equal to 180. At this point, what I would like to do is I would like to go ahead and combine my like terms. I have my 18x and my 6x, which will be 24x. And then over here in just a different color, maybe a nice little green, we have negative 24 and negative 18, which will actually become negative 42, I believe. Seems right. And then, of course, we drop our 180. Now, at this point, all we're doing is solving for x. So let's see, what could we do? We could add 42 to both sides. And when we do that, that zeroes out. 180 plus 42 appears to be 222. And then that is, of course, equal to our 24x. And notice I'm just using different colors to show when we've done different operations. Alright, here's our final one. We'll divide both sides by 24. And I'll actually need to get out a calculator to see what is 222 divided by 224. Let's see here. 222 divided by 24 will be 9.25. Now, a lot of students make the mistake of stopping here, but remember, this problem is not asking you to solve for x, it's asking you to solve for the vertex angle. And this is actually kind of cool in this scenario, because we actually can find the vertex angle. Here we'd say, okay, our vertex is at 6x plus 18. I know that x is 9.25. And now, well, let's go back to our calculator. Let's see. I have a guess. My guess is 55.5, but let's use our calculator. 6 times 9.25 is in fact 55.5 plus 18. And once I add that 18, we see that our vertex angle should be 73.5 degrees. Alright? Our vertex angle is 73.5 degrees. Alright, y'all. I hope that this was helpful. And all the rest of the problems are very similar. Just make sure that you label your triangles, plug everything in correctly, and make sure that you're reading what the question is asking you for. Is it asking for the vertex angle? Is it asking for one of the base angles? Is it asking you to solve for x? Read what the problem is asking for and make sure that you've answered that question. Alright, I'll catch y'all in our next video.